Alright. Let's go. Spring year 2. We're starting from scratch here. Our farm is an absolute mess. And we've got a lot of work to do. Doesn't really matter what our luck is here, because we're just going to be planting crops today. Alright, Kent is back from the war, so we can at least get that storyline done. And we just have so much work to do. Right, we weren't really planning on buying raw materials anyway. Hey Sniperoo. That's fantastic. I love that. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Just starting spring year 2 here. We've got a lot of clearing to do, and then we've got to plant a couple thousand cauliflowers probably. You can go ahead and join the Discord. The link is in my bio. I'm not very active on there yet. Still trying to get a hold of how that stuff works. Not a huge Discord user. We're just gonna clear stuff until Pierre is open, and then we'll go kind of calculate what we can do. We have 129,000 gold right now, and we're going to buy cauliflower, I guess, and see how much we do need the speed grow though as well. So we need both the cauliflower and the speed grow fertilizer to get 3 harvests out of 1 year here. So we're going to try our best to do math. And we'll see how that works out. We're going to try our best to do some math, and we'll see how that works out. I'm hoping to get at least 2,000 cauliflower planted. Okay, Pierre is open. It might not happen all in one day. If there's anything that doesn't get planted the first day, we have 0 chance at getting 3 crops in 1 season. So we might as well, what do we got there? We might as well only get what we know we can get planted today. Alright, so you know what? We're gonna do the spicy eel, and we'll actually also do the espresso while we're at it. We're trying to move fast here. We're trying to go fast. Trying to get a couple thousand cauliflowers planted. Need a sandfish for a dish. Pierre. I do want these right now. Maybe I can get to it tomorrow. It's unlikely. There's just so much. Oh, here's this fiasco. I gave Pierre 25 gold star pumpkins. And now he's going to try and extort all of these nice people out of money, because they are very high quality. I mean, he's not lying. This is all true. But once in a lifetime offer, I don't know. That's stretching it a little bit. Did Pierre really just try to charge Gus 25,000 gold for a pumpkin? It is not a bargain, Pierre, and I think you know that very well. Yeah, Gus is right, man. That's not okay. That's not cool. Yeah, Jody, I'm with you. 10,000 gold. Come on. You paid me 480 gold for that pumpkin. Yeah. That's true. You should be less greedy. I'm just going to tell him. I'm just going to tell him straight up. You should be less greedy. Yeah, and they're all going to move on, buddy. This is why Jojo is doing so well. That's why Jojo's doing so well. What a jerk. Alright. Let's see. Cauliflowers are 80 each. And I believe that's the same for Speed Grow is 100 each. Speed Grow is 100 each. Okay. So 80 each. At 80 each, I'm going to Alt-Tab out to a calculator here. We have 129,000 gold. At 80 each, if we only bought cauliflowers with no fertilizer, we can get 1,600 cauliflowers. I almost feel like that's what we have to do. The fertilizer is going to let us get 3 harvests for the season, but I would have to buy half as many cauliflowers to be able to afford the fertilizer right now. So, I mean, I guess that does, if we do half as many now, that does leave us open to doing more later for the 3rd planting of the season. So I guess that works out in the favor of doing the fertilizer to get a gigantic 3rd harvest. Why not? We'll see. We want that 3rd harvest. If we just do 1,600 cauliflowers once and then maybe 2,400 cauliflowers the other time, that's what, 4,000 cauliflowers. If we do 800 this time, or it would more like be 600 this time, then we can do 2,000 and 2,000. We end up with a little bit more total cauliflowers grown and sold, but then we also more than double the price because the fertilizer is 100 gold. So, I don't know. I think we just do without the fertilizer for this one. And we go straight for just as many as we can get. We do want just a couple garlic seeds as well. The frog on Ginger Island, I'm pretty sure, wants to see those. So, I mean, we could do potatoes instead. And see how that goes. But the cauliflower has the chance for a giant crop. So, I feel like that's really where we have to go with this. Alright, so cauliflower it is. We're going to get 1,000. 1,600. Alright, there we go. Done. 1,600. Let's go. Let's go plant these puppies. I don't think, realistically, I don't think I can get 1,600 planted in a day. Which is kind of good news, because that means we know we're only getting 2 harvests in here. So being accurate to the day isn't entirely necessary. If we, some of them get planted tomorrow, that's perfectly fine. Alright, the garlic we're saving back for Ginger Island, so let's get started. Yep. Let's get started. This is gonna be a little boring here. We're just gonna be trying to hoe and plant and water as many as we can today. And we'll probably just work until we pass out, and that's okay. There's almost no way that we get all these planted today. But we're gonna try our best. Come on. There we go. Alright, we're going to try our best to get all 1,600 cauliflowers planted today. I'm not terribly optimistic about our prospects, but it could happen. That's not the right tool. There we go. It could happen. We could do it. Anything's possible. Alright, we definitely need to do some more clearing. And how far over? I think we can stop here and just go straight down. And that should be pretty close. That should be pretty close if we just go straight down from here. At a certain point, we have to just stop and start planting, no matter how big the field is, just because of the time. Oh, that's right. I wanted to get, let's get our coffee. Come on. Let's get our coffee so that we can be speedy two ways. We can be extra speedy, because we're going to need it. We're going to need all the speed. Put the scarecrow back. Kind of annoying that the scarecrows do get knocked down when you hoe up an entire area that includes them. We're going to try to move as quickly as we can here. I am not optimistic about this. Spring 1, year 2. I mean, what was our total? We earned 2 million gold the first year, so that's not so bad, Not so bad. Pretty good, actually. And we're going to try and at least triple that this year. At least. I'm saying, whoops. If we only make 6 million gold this year, I think I'm going to be a little disappointed. That was 2 million in year 1. We had to start with just 15 parsnips. We're starting with 1,600 cauliflower this year. So we should have that blown out of the water. And we have the Ginger Island farm with pineapples and a couple ancient fruit. The ancient fruit is not going to make us any money for quite some time. Quite some time. Alright. Maybe moving a little faster than we're used to here. If we don't get it all watered, I don't think it's the end of the world. I'm going to have to check the cauliflower wiki page to just make sure. I know I'm only getting 2 harvests. I'm not entirely sure of how many days I have, margin for error. Not sure what kind of margin for error I have. So we'll have to look that up. the coffee and the spicy eel has me moving, I think, faster than the action speed can allow, or just faster than my mouse accuracy can keep up with. That might be more accurate. It's almost definitely a me problem, right? The game is not doing anything that I'm not telling it to do. But yeah, I think maybe I had too much coffee. Alright, Chillin' Junior, I'm gonna need you to, there we go, to get out of the way here. Trying to get some planting done. We haven't even done 600. We haven't even done 600 yet. Alright, I'm gonna go check the wiki. See what kind of margin for error I have on these. Cauliflower. Alright, so with agriculturist, oh, we have an entire week. We have an entire extra week. We were going to need to do speed grow if we wanted a third harvest, but I just don't think the profitability was working in our favor this year here. So I think we're just going straight with the agriculturist profession, and that gives us an entire extra week. We've got plenty of time, so we're going to go ahead and just take our time. I mean, we're going to try to get it all done today, but we don't have to worry about watering everything. We don't have to worry about watering anything, actually. So what we'll do is we'll just keep planting, and we won't worry about the watering at all. And we'll see how far we can get. Gotta do some cleanup here. Oh, that's outside the scope of that sprinkler anyway. But I don't want spreading weeds to be destroying my stuff. So, alright. Do we need any more clearing? Yes. Alright, lots of debris on spring 1. And it's getting to be nighttime. We've only planted 500 seeds so far. Like, I need to do better than that. Let's pop our speed boosts here again. And just keep trying to get this field planted. This is going to be definitely a 2-day job. Definitely a 2-day job. Alright, let's start there and see how far that got us. Probably just 200 more or so. Yeah, when it comes to me manually tracing my movements with the mouse, that's when I get messed up. When I can just hold the mouse still and run along, I'm doing just fine. But once I need to manually trace my character movements over towards the edge of the farm, when the screen stops scrolling with me, I'm apparently not skilled enough to accomplish that. Alright. Back to digging and planting. We are 100% gonna just work until we pass out. I think he was there. And then we're gonna have to spend the entire day tomorrow doing the exact same thing. Let me put my guy back there. Why did that not? Yeah, we'll have to spend the entire day tomorrow doing the exact same thing, just trying to get as much planted as possible. I might have to put some flooring around this pumpkin so that I know where I can and can't plant. I do have some wood. I think 4 is probably enough. What type of flooring can I make? I could make gravel path. I could make cobblestone path. Or I could just do that. And just enough because we just have a couple spots that we're not going to be able to water. I'm gonna need one more. Alright, so mix and match on the path here. There we go. Everything else is going to be watered by sprinklers. We were just doing functional, practical only, nothing fancy, just enough to get us through the planting. Alright, back to the seeds. Come on. Alright, so maybe we'll have done about half by the end of the night, by the time we pass out. Definitely the gold clock would have made this go a lot faster, because we did spend a significant amount of time clearing weeds. And we have to continue doing that each time we go down to the next row of sprinklers. See, there's more debris. What are we? We're at 1 a.m. We're getting there. We did about half. We did about half. We did more than half. We had 1,600 seeds, and we have 700 left, so we did do more than half. And we are going to pass out in just a second. And tomorrow we can get the rest planted, no problem. So close to getting that one extra weed. Tomorrow we can get the rest planted, no problem, because we have all day. Alright, and our string of bad luck days continues. So it does. Our string of bad luck days continues. Oh, I see, because some of the spots were still just randomly watered. So there was a little bit of stuff that did start growing today. Okay, let's check our mail. People didn't take, yeah. Alright, we've got a mini shipping bin. I don't really know of anywhere I need that at the moment. Yeah, well, I was on my own farm. I think you could have just let me sleep in the field. Yep. Love you, bud. Gotta pet that dog. Alright, and we'll throw our legend row in there. Alright, back to work. Back to work. Let's get our speed boosts on. And let's get back to work. We've got 722 seeds to plant still. Seeds to plant still, so we've got ourselves some work in front of us. Oh, come on, that grass just grew overnight. Lots of clearing to do. Alright. Now we can get back to hoeing up the ground. I would like to water what we have here if we can. If we Alright, let's get back to it. Whoops, let's get back to it. Planting continues. Alright, and we'll just clear these away, just so they're not in danger of spreading too quickly before we can get a hold of it. We want to be making forward progress. So, like I said, I would like to be able to water all these crops today. It's not the end of the world if I can't, but I would really like to try, so that most of the field is on the same schedule. All these seeds you see there, they only just got watered this morning by the sprinklers. So if I water the stuff that I plant, then it'll be on the same schedule as that. Some of the plants up there, the little green shoots, they just got planted into spaces that were already still tilled and watered by the sprinklers yesterday. So they're going to be some random odds and ends that are one day ahead. But that's not a big deal. We'll just wait a day and then harvest everything. Alright, here we go. We're going to chop up this scarecrow. Would be nice if that didn't happen. Maybe the next one will fall into that empty space and we can put it back immediately. We have 722 seeds left to go. We'll see if we can get them all in today or not. We can't see behind those trees. They're not real trees. They're like decorative trees, and they don't go transparent when you walk behind them. So I can't actually see behind those ever. I mean, I guess to be thorough, we gotta start over here, right? We started with this one. Pretty sure we're still gonna have seeds left over, but we'll see. We'll see how far 722 seeds takes us here. We should be pretty close. Do we have... I don't even know if we... I don't think we do have a sprinkler there. So let's get started with the planting. I think I'll leave the coffee off. It's almost so fast that I can't control it with both speed buffs on. I know, I'm not a pro gamer. that amount of speed I can't control. Alright, let's get this all filled in and see where we stand. I think we're still gonna have a couple hundred seeds left after this. But we should be able to get it all done. Should be, theoretically. Theoretically, there's time in the day to get all of this planted. The question is there time in the day to get it all planted and watered? If we want to do the whole farm, it's going to take us 4 or 5 days just to get it planted. So I guess the speed grow fertilizer doesn't really come into play because we can't work fast enough. You know, with the speed grow, that would get us a third harvest, but only with no days to spare. Alright, yeah, we have 200 seeds left. So we'll do another couple rows here. And we'll just see where that gets us. I would really like to water everything today. I don't know that it's going to happen. Okay, we're not going up from there, so we're going down from here. And we do want to clear these weeds just to make sure they don't spread quickly into our stuff. What happened there? Oh, I did have some stuff. I had my winter field there. So see the random spots that are still tilled and watered, that's from the winter seeds that we had. We might leave the cauliflower that's on the iridium sprinklers. We might leave that to possibly grow a giant crop with. Yeah, there's no way we water all this. This is insanity. This is insanity. Thankfully, when we get to the ancient fruit, we will have time because they need to grow for an entire month. And then once they are grown, they start producing every week. Rather than like this, where they just have a schedule and you either make it or you don't. We'll be able to plant the ancient fruit on the first couple days of the month of spring. And if we don't get it all planted in one day, that's fine. Even 2 or 3 days, that's fine. it's going to grow and it's going to produce for months. So we've got plenty of room for error with the ancient fruit. We just need to plan ahead and have all that seed made ahead of time. That's going to be the hard part, is having enough seed in the first place. Alright, we're almost there. 3 more sprinklers worth. 3 more sprinklers worth. So we're doing pretty well. We're doing pretty well. I mean, we came this far. We came this far across the farm. So let's water what we can, I guess. There's not really much point doing anything else. Maybe just clearing up some weeds. But we'll water what we can. And I did say we had an entire week, which was margin for error, so we should be okay. And, you know, if we pass out again tonight, then that's just how planting goes, you know? Planting season is intense. It's a lot of work. It's hard work. Many long hours. But the payoff comes down the road. And we're going to see that. We're going to see that. The payoff comes down the road. We just planted over 1,600 cauliflower seeds. It did take us 2 full days, but I think we're going to be done here. I think we're going to be able to have watered everything. Excuse me. I think we're going to have been able to water everything. Or at least close to everything. And so our first harvest of cauliflowers will be 1,600 cauliflowers. Not bad. And we're still working towards, I think we're going to realistically make it. Right? I think we're going to get that farm full of ancient fruit on year 3. I think it's realistic. We currently have 3 ancient fruit, our first 3 ancient fruit on Ginger Island. And it's definitely going to take time to get that built up. But because we're starting with 3 before we ever harvest a fruit, I think it's going to go pretty quickly. Oh man, we're going to be so close to watering everything. I'm just not sure we're going to make it the whole way. It's going to be so close. Let's eat some strawberries. This is what we saved the strawberries for. It's going to be so close. Alright, I tell you what, we'll do this. I don't know how much time it's going to save us. If it's going to save us any time at all. But it gets us to our next spot a little bit faster. And we only have so much time here, so we'll see. All right. No, I need to be accurate. I need to be accurate. Oh man, and we might make it. No, accuracy is key. No. Come on. So close. So close. No. Oh my goodness. Oh, we did it. We did it. We watered everything. 1600. We're not going to make it back inside. Go, go, go. Yay. Look at that. We made it to bed. It took us 2 days. Took us 2 days, but we did water. We planted 1600 cauliflowers. Got them all watered on day 2. Have a sip of water. There, I need a little water. All right, there's a butterfly somewhere in the valley. All right. Well, that was an accomplishment. You know, I don't think I checked the luck today. I'm just going to throw that in there. We don't actually need that right now. And I'm going to... Did I look at the luck? It's good luck. Okay. Not bad. We do need to head on over to Ginger Island. It's been a while. It's been a couple days here because we've been so focused on getting our spring farm up and going. And that's not a bad thing because we do want to plant those garlic seeds over there on Ginger Island, and we want to keep things moving. We've got strawberries ready. I think that's a mango tree there. Not sure why I did plant that. I don't know if there was an actual reason or if I just planted it because I could. We do want to get more peach trees in here for when it's time for us to start befriending the entire village. I think a lot of this year 2 is going to be spent befriending the entire village. The things that we had to work very hard for are kind of set in motion now already. So that's a work in progress. Let's do a little bit more clearing just to try and keep our field safe. We don't want to be losing sprinklers and crops and stuff to spreading weeds. And at any point in time, we can clear this mahogany grove. I'm not sure. I think at one point we need hardwood later for like community upgrades or house upgrades. But for now, we don't really have a use for it. The grass can't damage anything, but we just don't need it. We want to grow crops in these spaces. I think I'm gonna just clear up this little bit, and then we'll call it good for today on the farm clearing, and we'll head to Ginger Island here. Check on things there. The strawberries are all going straight in the bin. Yeah, we have a decent shot of getting a giant cauliflower up here somewhere. So that'll be nice. Yeah, we don't need to keep all those strawberries. We can definitely sell half of those. All right. And let's head on over to Ginger Island. Plant these garlic seeds, check on what else is going on. We'll grab this forage maybe tomorrow or so. I'm not sure that I want to be growing spring wild seeds right now. I've got so much other stuff in the field already. So let's head on over. Let's check this special order board first of all. Unknown reason the local population. Yeah, I'm not doing either of those. I'm really just looking for biome balance. Or no, we did that already. We've got this farm computer recipe. We need a battery pack for it. So now I'm really just looking for island ingredients so that we can get the solar panel recipe. So that we can get more battery packs for iridium sprinklers. We're gonna need to do some more lightning rods. I think we have 10 we have 10 lightning rods. I need more than that. So we'll do that here later. We'll do some iron farming at some point. You don't have enough money. Would you look at that? Alright, let's see if we can fish up 1,000 gold worth of fish. Let's see if we can fish up 1,000 gold worth of fish so that we can get to Ginger Island. We spent all of our gold on cauliflower seeds. Every last one of our gold got spent on cauliflower seeds. The anchovy's just not gonna do it, man. We're gonna need better fish than that. I didn't even think about that. I should have just sold the strawberries to Pierre. So that we had the cash on hand. Because here I am standing outside of Willie's fish hut, hoping and praying that I can fish up 1,000 gold worth of fish quickly enough so that I can get to Ginger Island and do what I want to do there. The life of a crop farmer. At seed planting time, I'm broke. Hey, there's our golden animal cracker. There's our golden animal cracker for our legend fish pond. What have we got? 250. I don't think Willie will take that treasure chest from us. So we still have some fishing to do. Hey, everybody, just stand there and watch me reel this fish in. Yeah. Solid entertainment for the whole town. That'll probably sell for a little bit, actually. That's sea jelly. I already have some, so I'm not worried about hoarding it, because I'm not going to need more than one, you know, to make a fish smoker. Alright, let's see what I can sell to Willie. There we go. There it is. There's our 1,000 gold so that we can go to Ginger Island. I've been just taking that for granted. We've always had plenty of gold. But at least we know we can just stand outside his shop for 2 hours and fish up enough. Alright, here we go. It's our first visit to Ginger Island. Being able to just scythe the crops to harvest them. How convenient is that? Alright, and we've got some taro here. So we're definitely putting the taro straight into the seed makers. Definitely putting the pineapples straight into the seed makers. We are hoarding the starfruit down here. We will be hoarding that. We need all that starfruit for the Junimo huts as a building material for the Junimo huts. All right, that's everything. So let's toss stuff in the bin. The blueberries go. The sunflowers go. Seaweed goes. Oh, you know, Willie he didn't buy the sea jelly from me. How about that? The treasure chest goes. Anchor goes. All right. All right, so we know we want to plant these 5 garlic. So what? Just put them here. Okay. Because I'm pretty sure that's what this frog wants next. Let me go talk to the frog. Oh no, he wanted wheat next. He wanted wheat next, which is summer into fall, isn't it? Oh well. Oh well. Alright, let's get our seeds going. We want to just keep increasing the pineapple field, because that's going to be money. It's going to be money. We haven't managed to capitalize on it yet, but it will be money in the future. Lots and lots of money. Okay, we have another stack of pineapples to feed in there, and then we've got these taro roots to feed in there and fill both sides of the creek with taro root. So that at that point, if we get the island ingredients quest, we can just come over here and harvest them and have that done immediately. Did I miss any? Nope. Alright, let's start throwing our pineapples in here. We want to just be filling this in to be a solid pineapple field minus the ancient fruit. And then the ancient fruit can slowly take over from the pineapple. As we get fruit. Oh, we've got our first one is just about to make fruit. I think that visual right there is tomorrow will be fruit on it, I think. And so that's when we can start enlarging the ancient fruit field. As soon as we get ancient fruit, we will immediately destroy whatever plant is next to it. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what plant is next to it. We're destroying it so that we can get more ancient fruit. Alright, that was 75 taro tubers. So that's not exactly enough. We're going to need 100, I'm pretty sure, if we ever get that quest. So let's go ahead and hoe up everything. Whoop, there's some weeds. Can't have that. Can't have that. Let's go ahead and hoe up everything we can that's nearby the creek. I can't pass up a panning spot. Oh, and we got 5 more taro tubers. How about that? Alright, this is looking good. We'll be very close. Yep, okay. We got every available tillable spot over here. So we're ready to move on to the other side. Are these tillable? They are. I only have 10 spots, 10 seeds left. That one for some reason is not tillable. Alright. There we go. So our taro's all planted. We've got 23 pineapple seeds left. So what we can do with those is we can start chopping out blueberries. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I like to use the axe because then I can't accidentally untill the ground. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. All right. And we didn't need the sunflower seeds this time. Right? We're full. We're full of stuff. So we didn't need the sunflower seeds this time. So I think I can just go ahead and sell them at this point. I think I can just go ahead and sell them at this point. Aquamarine can get sold. That we've already found. That we've already found. Alright. So that was a productive day on Ginger Island as well. Very nice, very nice. So we'll probably want to come back tomorrow if we can to check on that ancient fruit. We want to always be on top of that ancient fruit from now on. That is our end goal. Alright, here we go. Golden animal cracker in the pond. There's a legend pond with a golden animal cracker. That's going to start being just some, there's 10,000 gold. Just some regular income from that. It'll be a little more regular with the golden animal cracker just because we can fill up more of those. Alright, so there we go. That's 20,000 from the strawberries. The rest is from the Ginger Island farm and the legend pond. So it's 20,000, 30,000 from the strawberries and the legend pond, and 25,000 from, well, some of it was from fishing. 20,000 or so from the Ginger Island farm. So it's starting. It's not fantastic yet. It's not such a big deal at this moment. But it's starting to help. Alright, excuse me, bud. Okay, horrible luck day today. We got the basically useless fishing blessing there. And so today we will probably see right there. That's two more legend row. So today we probably want to go back. If we're going to have an ancient fruit, we want to go get it. We want to go get it. We want to make seeds from it immediately. we want to chop down anything nearby and put those ancient fruit seeds in the ground. We don't care what we're chopping down as long as it's not ancient fruit. We want to get that spreading. Alright, and then we're going to want to go farm iron. We're going to go back to iron farming. We can throw some quartz in the furnaces. But we're going to want to go back to iron farming. We need to make some more lightning rods. We've got rain today. If we get thunderstorms, we don't want to miss out on battery packs. So we'll go propagate that ancient fruit if we can, if it exists. And then we'll go farm iron ore so that we can make some more lightning rods to hopefully increase our battery pack stock. That's definitely the one limiting factor on our journey forward into the end game. It's year 2 now, and we're making good progress. We're making good progress. We have the ancient fruit. I think we're going to harvest one right now. I think. I'm not 100% certain, but I think. And we have the Ginger Island farm is completely full of crops. It's not tremendously profitable yet, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Nope, not today. I was wrong about that. It's not today. But we do have a different harvest that we can work on. Got some melons coming up. Oh, and we've got a new level of understanding. That's our mastery level 2. So we can go and level up mining now. And what we'll do, these pineapples are going right back in the seed makers here. These pineapples are going right back in the seed makers. We can chop out these broccolis for sure. Whoops. These broccolis don't need to be here anymore. They've served their purpose. They've done well. I'm not complaining. But we definitely do not need them there anymore. So first we'll fill gaps. And if we still have more seeds left over, we'll chop out some broccolis and some blueberries. Alright, let's see how far this gets us. Alright, so we can absolutely chop out some broccolis and blueberries. We've already got our top section here almost entirely done. I'm going to let that rhubarb get ripe. I'm not going to chop that out. The rhubarb is a decent profit. Oh, let's switch over to our axe so we don't accidentally untill the ground. That can be annoying. Alright, how many do we have? We have 29 seeds. Alright, 16 seeds. So the blueberries are the first things to go. Do we have any other blueberries sitting around? No, we're actually doing really well. Oh, there's one. Alright, so if we're done chopping blueberries out, then I'm going to let everything else go ahead and fruit. And after the next harvesting, we'll have these seeds ready to go. Alright, everything else can go in the bin. And now let's go farm some iron ore. We'll throw our foraged items in the bin there. Refined quartz is good for the quality sprinklers, it's good for the lightning rods, and it's also good for the garden pots. Whoops. It's also good for the garden pots. So the quartz is definitely a mainstay here. We're not going to stop with the quartz. We're going to keep doing the quartz. All right, back to iron farming, guys. Not the most glorious job in the world, but it is necessary. We are very close to being able to just buy iron from Clint, but we're not there yet. We're not there yet. There's definitely some things that we want to get done before we start just using money to solve every problem. We're close. We're close, but we're not there yet. It's still going to be, you know, we just proved that even for the cauliflower, which is a relatively cheap seed, 80 gold a piece, we had 129,000 gold, and that only got us halfway to filling our fields. So we're going to want, you know, 500,000 gold, 1,000,000 gold in cash, just waiting for seed planting season, you know? So we're definitely not there yet to the point where we can just solve every problem with money. But it won't be that much longer. We earned 2 million gold during year 1. So we should go pretty well in year 2 here. Right now we're just going to keep grinding iron ore. This is going to build bombs. It's going to build lightning rods is what I'm doing with it right now at this moment. I want to build at least 10 more lightning rods just to be on the safe side, that we're always harvesting the maximum number. Monster Slayer goal complete. That'll be the bats. Just want to make sure we're always harvesting the maximum number of battery packs from every lightning storm this year, until we can get the solar panels up, which we haven't even found the quest yet. Until we can get the solar panel quest and recipe, lightning storms is our only source of battery packs. So we need to try to take advantage of that as best as we can. It's a lot of copper for a frozen floor. And I'll have to try to remember. Actually, we might leave here a bit early to go down to the mastery cave and level up our mining mastery so that we can build the statue of the Dwarf King. And then once we have both statues, the Statue of Blessings and the Statue of the Dwarf King, that's when we can do some real damage in the Skull Caverns. There's nothing here, but whatever. I was gonna say I'll get all that combat XP, but I'd rather go down the stairs. Alright. Let's do a little bit more. I'd like to have at least 100. And this will be it. This level will be it. There wasn't one over there. Alright. So let's go ahead and leave. We'll go get our mastery. We got our 100 iron ore. That's not bad. And we do actually want to throw that in the furnaces, but at the same time, I also want to throw... Oh, we have plenty of iridium bars already. I don't need to do anything about that. We have more than enough to make that statue. I think it's 20 we need for the statue. And that's the only ingredient. That's the only material needed. So should be able to just go ahead and do that. Let's get that 1 gold, guys. Let's get that 1 gold from selling the dwarf scroll. Alright. Heading out across our field of pumpkins, or cauliflower. Sorry, I saw the pumpkin. And it filled my brain, I guess. Filled my brain with thoughts of pumpkins. Alright, let's get this. Let's get this mining. Statue of the Dwarf King, heck yes. Heavy furnaces, heck yes. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not sure that I even really need to be foraging at this point. But it can't hurt, right? Every point counts. Every point counts now. Combat, foraging, farming, fishing, they all count. And very soon, we can even start thinking about relationships with villagers. Look at this field. Just walking across this field is a bit surreal. Just so much, so many crops. I've never done anything like this before. It's crazy. Alright, let's actually... first things first, drop our stuff off, and then let's make that statue. Whoops, that's the wrong bin. Then let's make that statue. Statue of the Dwarf King, there we go, 20 iridium bars, that is the entire cost, so more than happy to pay that. Yeah, see, that's the one we're looking for. We're looking for the +1 luck and greater chance to find ladders and shafts. That's our... If all of that happens on an iridium luck day, then we are 100% focused on Skull Cavern, okay? Even if all of it doesn't happen at this point, if we get an Iridium luck day, we're probably going to the Skull Caverns. Alright, so we made the statue. So now let's chop up all of our furnaces and swap them out for heavy furnaces. And we'll make some more lightning rods while we're at it, right? Alright, we've got 20 furnaces, so that should be good. How many? 2 furnaces. What did I run out of? Iron bars. Oh no. Oh, it's iron bars. Oh no. Alright. Well, that's a shame because I... Oh man. Alright, well, we'll go farm iron again tomorrow. Although I know we want to... Where's the lightning rod? Ugh. I might actually resort to... I might resort to buying iron ore right now. Because I want these lightning rods up. I want these lightning rods up. Alright, but let's see the magic. Let's see the magic of the heavy furnaces. It's such a huge difference. What am I doing here? Alright. I'm just going to throw those in there. We don't want to be using them anymore. The heavy furnaces are more efficient. It only takes 3 coal to do 5 runs of metal in one heavy furnace. So we're not using the regular furnaces anymore as soon as we have access to the heavy furnace. Alright. Good luck. Infinite energy. That's a decent one. It can be good sometimes. At this stage of the game, it's generally not necessary. See, and sometimes you even get 6 bars instead of 5, so it's just so much more efficient. Alright. But we are probably just iron farming today. We're going to head over to Ginger Island, see if we can grab an ancient fruit and expand that. And then we will go and farm iron ore. I mean, we might even be there a little early. The iron ore farming has been going on for this entire run. I'm very much looking forward to... I think this is still the same, yeah. Very much looking forward to being done with the iron ore. Oh, it's Friday. And since we're early for the ferry, I might as well just pop down here and get our once a week Iridium sprinkler for 10,000 gold. So good. One of these days I'll get around to doing that quest, the War Memento. But for now, again, we are solely focused on running this crop farming simulator here. So we've got to be on top of these ancient fruit. It's definitely compounding, so you've got to start, you got to be on top of it. Nope, still no fruit on it. Alright, but we did get some of the, we did get some of this rhubarb out of here, so we've got pineapple seeds to fill that back in with. I think that's everything that was ripe. And we will make more pineapple seeds. If it comes to it, we will also fill the greenhouse with pineapples, but I don't really think that's necessary. I think we're going to jump straight from strawberries to ancient fruit in the greenhouse. Alright, they're already there. Just trying to find where it was I got the rhubarb from. Okay. Was there one here, or that was already, I already did that. Okay, we've got our garlic here. That's going to be done soon, but we just need to leave it alone. I'm not sure if that's possible, to just leave it alone with our scything. Alright. So now it's iron ore farming for the rest of the day. We need to make some iron bars and make some more heavy furnaces. Oh, we want to place this sprinkler. Make some more heavy furnaces. And also make some more bombs, I guess, but make more lightning rods is really what we're looking to do. Is make more lightning rods. We can put them down the whole side there. We want to be prepared for the next lightning storm we get. I'm not entirely sure if we can get thunderstorms in spring or not. Oh, let's throw our luck buff on here. Hold on 1 second. Alright, all taken care of. The birds were ready for bed. They go to bed a bit early. They like to have their 12 hours of darkness. I mean, I don't blame them. I completely understand. I completely understand. I would love to sleep for 12 hours a day. I'm not sure that it would make me feel more rested or less rested. You know what I mean. Oh, wow, that is a lot of ore. Nice. Very nice. Oh, we still do have secret notes to get. Leah, salad, goat cheese truffle wine, and a poppy seed muffin. Okay, well, we're not trying to romance Leah, so we don't have to worry about that. Alright, we are getting pretty lucky with the iron ore here. So this should work out. We've got 54 iron ore already. most of it from that one floor, I think. So that's a good start. That's a good start. And you'll see these heavy furnaces go to work. Not really worth running the whole way around there. You'll see these heavy furnaces putting in some work here. We're going to be saving coal because of them, and we're just going to be getting more bars from the same amount of ore. So it makes a huge difference. I guess I'll go down. Oh, that's right. We did get more ladders and shafts today. And it is working. See how that works? So when we do that on a Iridium Luck day in the Skull Cavern, it makes a huge difference. We're just traveling downwards very rapidly with that. Alright, it's crazy how much copper ore I'm finding here. We want to go back in time to make these lightning rods, just in case. To be fair, I'm not sure if we can get a thunderstorm during spring or not. But if we can, I do not want to miss one single thunderstorm. I did already look up, if you use a rain totem, a rain totem cannot produce a thunderstorm. I guess he kind of knew that would be overpowered. So a rain totem cannot produce a thunderstorm. So there's no such thing as, battery pack farming that way. I kind of want to look at the rest of the level here. Alright. Those crystals that we break, sometimes, very rarely, they can produce a refined quartz. So I'm not sure if it's actually worth spending the time to hit them or not. It's a very rare drop, and I'm not sure if it's even worth the time. Why did I go there? Just a bad click. Just a bad click. But every once in a while, those crystals will produce a refined quartz when you hit them. And early on in the game, that can be a huge, kind of almost like winning the lottery there. Here we are, though. We've got crystallariums, and quartz is not hard to come by at this point. I mean, we're picking up loads of it just off the ground here. So I don't really think it's worth trying to farm it from those crystals. Alright, here we go again. I can't stop myself. If I see a special slime, I have to kill it just to see what we get. Even though I know for a fact on level 40 I'm not going to find a special slime with a gear upgrade. bad, not bad for half a day. We were at Ginger Island this morning, so we have not spent that much time here in the mine, and we have 156 iron ore. I'm gonna pickaxe my way back to the stairs, but there we go. I was hoping to find a ladder, because this floor very often does have some iron on it. We'll just do a couple more. We'll head back pretty early. We'll head back pretty early so that we can throw some of this iron in the furnaces and maybe just make some of our lightning rods tonight before we even go to bed. Mining monthly. I'll take free experience, sure. I can't turn down free experience. Anything going on here? No. From the top. Back from the top again. We'll duck out here in a second. Yeah, we'll duck out now. We'll go pop some of that iron ore in the furnaces and make ourselves some lightning rods and finish making the other heavy furnaces as well. Okay, and we still had some leftover coal, so that's good news. Look at how much we were able to do right there. Isn't that amazing? We just put 150 iron basically right there. We smelted it all in one go. All right. Just organize here. And don't forget our 2 gold and 2 gold from the dwarf scrolls. Don't forget. Alright, let's go check on this cave. And then I guess we can do a little bit of weed clearing while we're waiting for that iron. Let's do a little bit of weed clearing. Alright, it's not looking so bad. We can have this thing under control in no time. Not today, but very soon. Springtime weeds hit different, right? Like, they're just really aggressive. Sets the tone for the whole year. Alright, it's 10 p.m. Did we hear our... Do we have an actual tree on the property? Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that, an actual tree. Alright, we're so close. Can we... I think I just heard the furnaces finish. So I'm not even going to bother to finish clearing that out. We'll get that on another day. Very close to being done with that. We'll get that on another day. Right now, we want to finish making our heavy furnaces. Okay. There we go. There's all of our heavy furnaces. Beautiful. In a row. Alright. And then we want to make lightning rods. Do we want to make 29 lightning rods? I don't know. I think we make 20. I think we make 20 lightning rods. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Never be without battery packs again, right? And we'll set them up here and here. Okay, we want to be able to walk around there. So we'll go down a little bit. Alright, there we go. So we just made 29, didn't we? So we have 39 total lightning rods. So there should definitely never be... There should never be any lightning that goes unharvested on this farm now. I'm not sure that 29 lightning rods can possibly be filled in one day. I'm trying to goad the game into giving me 29 battery packs at once here. I don't think it's listening though. But we'll see. We'll test the boundaries of how many battery packs can you get from one storm. As soon as we get one. I think we only had 2 all of last year. So let's not get our hopes up. Neutral. It has been so long since I have seen an Iridium Luck day. I can't even tell. It's been at least 2 weeks since the last time we've seen an Iridium Luck day here. Really craving a fresh apricot. That's Emily, and I'm sure we have one. Yeah, we do. Alright, it's very likely just another iron farming day. How many bombs do we have? 178. So that is enough. That is enough for a Skull Cavern run. Just waiting on that Iridium Luck day to do it. So we'll go check on Ginger Island and then go farm iron ore, I guess. We'll give Emily that apricot at some point. At some point. I'm not that worried about it right now. Right, so there's a prismatic butterfly somewhere in the valley. I'm not chasing it. I'm not spending the whole day looking around the whole valley for it. If we happen to accidentally come upon it on our way to the ferry, then good for us. That's 50,000 gold. But if not, I'm not bothered by it. Alright, we're a little early. I'm just going to stand here and wait. I'm not even going to fish. Not even going to fish. Just going to stand here and very patiently, as you can see, watch the door until it unlocks. Because that's how you make a door unlock faster. Fingers crossed we get our ancient fruit here. Well, we got some pineapples. We're not really ready to expand the pineapples. Nothing else is ripe. We've got a couple melons, and it's still not ripe there. So I guess that visual is for an entire week with the little fruits growing on it there. We did get our garlic. We want to leave the garlic there. The frog needs to see the garlic. We have 29 more pineapple seeds. We're gonna have plenty of pineapple seeds But you know what? For the sake of being thorough, we'll just throw those in there. We'll make 100% certain we have more than enough pineapple seeds to fill the whole thing. Because when those pumpkins come ripe, we're gonna need, I don't know, 100 pineapple seeds, maybe a little more. Alright, let's go farm some more iron ore. Alright, and this time the iron ore can be used for sprinklers. We still need to fill in this farm. We still need to fill in this farm with sprinklers. So thankfully we have these heavy furnaces now. That's gonna help. That's gonna help turn this thing around, right? We'll be able to get those sprinklers made in no time with those heavy furnaces. There's nothing there. I broke that rock for nothing. I mean, I did get some stone. So I guess it wasn't for absolutely nothing. I'm really just waiting for, you know, an Iridium luck day. I have not seen one in so long. This save file has so few Iridium luck days available. Alright, hoarding iron, let's go. Pickaxe our way back to the stairs, and hope for a ladder. Nope, don't worry about it, whoops, don't worry about it. Start from the top. Start from the top. Not doing great on the iron today. Definitely noticing, see this, I have to do it. I have to see what he's gonna drop. A magnet ring. I just have to know. I see a special slime and I have to know what it's gonna drop. Because I'm not 100% certain that I've seen everything they can drop. I know they can drop some weird stuff. I want to see it. Any more iron? Nope. Show me all the weird drops, right? Even though there's almost no chance that he drops something that would be useful to us, I still want to see. The one thing with the heavy furnaces is they take 25 ore each, so you can absolutely have too many, you know? You can rip through a stash of ore so fast with these heavy furnaces. And that's not a bad thing. It's just you spend all day farming in the mines and then go home, stick it in the furnaces, and it's gone. Alright, here we go. We've got some good iron here. I'm gonna go ahead and slay all the sprites. Just to keep them out of the way. Oh, excuse me, I've got the hiccups. Alright, back to the top. Not doing terrible. 105, 109. We were at Ginger Island this morning, so we did not have an entire day. So I can't complain. And yet I do, don't I? I do complain. This is the grindy part, right? This is the grindy part. We're allowed to complain about grinding. Any other iron? Nope. Alright. Keep it moving. What do we got here? We got a little bit here. Alright, from the top. From the top. Alright, so we're going to be able to make quite a few sprinklers here. I might just make a few bombs as well before we turn it all into bars. I don't know why I'm even going up there. There's nothing up there. I mean, we've got to get an Iridium Luck Day soon, right? Statistically speaking, it's pretty unlikely that we continue getting non-Iridium Luck Days for much longer. We've gotten so many days in a row without an Iridium Luck Day. The statistics, the probability of it, at some point we will get one. And we are ready. We are ready and waiting. There we go, jackpot. Is there any iron to chase after here? No. Alright, there's there's copper. I don't know why I'm finding so much copper down here. The charcoal kilns took copper, but I have plenty of those already. And I'm just struggling with what the copper is going to be used for. I mean, there has to be an end game use for copper, right? Or is it just turn it all into bars, switch to the blacksmith profession and sell it? Is that where it stands? Alright, from the top, we're gonna head back early again. We're not gonna stay here too late. I want to put this iron to work and finish clearing up the farm. So we're going to go just a little bit more here. We want to be back at that farm around 8 p.m. We want to be heading back around 8 p.m. so that we can get the iron back out of the furnace and make stuff with it. And that stuff right now is quality sprinklers again. We've made so many. I'm actually interested to see when we get back, and the workbench will tell us how many we've made so far. That'll be a little interesting statistic here. Alright, let's head on back. We've got some iron right here by the entrance. We'll take it, and then we'll head back to the farm. Ended up with 258 iron ore. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Don't need the aquamarine, don't need the amethyst, don't need the emerald, don't need the topaz, don't need the frozen tears. Alright. Alright, lots of good stuff, lots of good stuff. Let's make some bombs. We'll just make a few bombs, not a ton. Just a few. Like 25, let's say. That's more than enough. So now we are 100% ready. We're more than ready to do a full hardcore Skull Cavern run. Come back with hundreds of ore of each kind, multiple prismatic shards. We're ready. Alright, so we made our bombs. Now let's make our bars. Right, and we can go clear up the farm a bit while we wait for those. That mahogany farm is looking to be about ready to chop down. We can chop down all of the adult trees and just leave the smaller ones to grow. And have ourselves a kind of renewable source of hardwood there. Not that we really need hardwood for anything at all. All right. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're making good progress each season. Each season we're stretching it out a little bit more. Alright, we only have 26 coal though, so we are going to want to first of all make the coal that we can with the wood that we have. And second of all, we're going to want to go get that wood chipper, I think, from Robin, so that we can make wood out of hardwood and then make more coal. Alright, here we go. 33 sprinklers. Let's see how far that gets us. 33 sprinklers. Whoops. Yeah, as you can tell, not a... look at that twice. Not very accurate mouse movements here. It's midnight. It's getting late. We are very close. We are very close. 3. All right. We've reached the other side of the farm. We've reached the other side of the farm. We're very close. All right. Iridium Luck Day coming down here, right? Nope. Neutral. Neutral Luck Day. It's been a while since we've seen an Iridium Luck Day, like a good long while. I'm actually kind of surprised at how long we've gone. Alright, we've got a strawberry harvest day here. Oh, right, we don't. Oh, man. We don't need to do that by hand anymore. That's so nice. Luxurious. Alright. And all those strawberries can go in the bin. And we can also, again, half of those, we do not need all those. Alright. Alright, so I guess kind of the same thing again. We're just going to go to Ginger Island and see if our ancient fruit has bore fruit, and then head to the mines to do iron ore farming. It is repetitive. It is. That's the goal we've set for ourselves, though. We've got to work towards it, and we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting very close, actually. I think another 30 or 40 quality sprinklers, and we'll be done with the quality sprinklers. Let's see. We've crafted 344 quality sprinklers so far. So, I don't know, maybe 60 more and we'll be done. We really just need a thunderstorm. There it is. There's the first ancient fruit. Boom. Alright, please don't be mixed seeds. I've had that happen to me before. Get one ancient fruit, your first ancient fruit, stick it in, and out comes mixed seeds. Alright, we actually got really lucky, and we got 3 ancient seeds from that fruit, so that's huge. That's huge. We're making great progress. Alright, we can get out our pineapple seeds and try to fill this as much as we can. I'll fill it around the ancient seeds first, just to make sure that no weeds can grow there, because I don't have enough to fill in all of that space at this point. Alright, that was a decent little harvest. Well, actually, we can use the starfruit seeds for the places that we can't fill in with pineapple. So let's first fill in with pineapple. And then we'll fill in with starfruits. I had bought enough starfruit seeds that I was pretty sure that that should be about all I need to build all of the Junimo huts that we're going to need. I might be a few off. And that's fine. It's fine if I'm just a few off. We can plant some more fairly easily. All right, so back to iron ore farming, and then here's hoping tomorrow's a better day, right? Love you, bud. Remember to pet your dog. Always remember to pet your dog. I mean, by the time we watch it be an iridium luck day when our cauliflowers are ready for harvest. And then that'll make it difficult. We either pick cauliflower, or we go to the Skull Cavern for a good run. God, I hope I didn't just jinx myself. From the top. Now we're gonna get an iridium luck day. It's gonna be the greatest, right? It's gonna be the best. And we're gonna have a wonderful Skull Cavern run. And there's gonna be nothing stopping us. Visualize and attack. Right, ruby's good. That's 2 spicy eels. Look at all these ladders. That's a lot of ladders. Are we seeing any iron? No. Oh, we got slimed from the top. Alright, same routine. Same routine. We are going to have to do some gold farming at some point. But for now, it's just iron farming. What we might want to do is get ourselves up past 100 here, and then we start gold farming, because we are going to need that too. Alright, this is a great floor. Look at that. Look at all this iron. Alright, so we'll clear this out, and then we'll head down to the deeper floors for some gold ore. I think 39 lightning rods is enough. Right, I think 39 lightning rods is enough. And yes, this is actually good because we're going to need actually the iridium scythe. I think we get more fiber. We're going to need the fiber for the Junimo huts. So this is good. The 80 to 81 gold grind is also going to get us some fiber. This is a lot of monsters here. Is it worth it for me to do this? I don't know. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say it's not worth the time. Alright, we want to see crabs. I want to see those crabs. The crab shell ring, the monster slayer goal, that is one of my favorites. I will very quickly replace that burglar's ring. Keep in mind, when I'm doing Skull Cavern runs, I'm not using combat as a way to get loot. I'm not killing things for loot. Whoops, wrong floor. So I don't need that burglar's ring. We're not doing a lot of killing. I do need the defense. The crab shell ring is 5 defense. So every bomb that I stand in, oh, come on, let us out of here. This is going to be actually deadly. Every bomb that we stand in, every time we get hit, that's 5 less damage from the crab shell ring. That is a big deal. Man, I'm actually getting hurt down here. All right. There's nothing here. We'll head back to the top, eat a couple strawberries, and start that over again. Yeah. I think it was just like 20 fiber for one Junimo hut, maybe more. I don't remember. But this gold farming here is going to be good for it. If nothing else, the green rain day in summertime is going to be more than enough fiber to fill out the Junimo hut requirements. I was thinking we would need the fiber seeds recipe to be able to get us there, but I think with just the green rain day, I think we can make that work. Alright, kind of same deal here. It is after 8 o'clock. Let's head back to the farm. Just make sure everything's cleaned up. And we only had a minute left on the spicy eel anyway. So we'll make sure everything's cleaned up. Get our furnaces going. Where's our gold? There's our gold. Oh, we're out of coal. We didn't get enough for two rounds of the gold. Let's pick up our gold ore out of here. There we go. Alright, and we might as well throw the iridium in there since there are empty furnaces. Might as well. Alright, that was a decent day of farming materials. It was decent. Alright. And I think that's it. Right, just kind of keep an eye on this. Make sure we don't get a bunch of spreading weeds endangering our crops. Make sure everything's clear. I think that's what that... I don't know what's over here. Ah, it was a stone. Alright, we're clear. We're clear. See, that's why I would really like to be able to see through those trees there. Alright, I guess we do some quartz. Yep. Alright, let's see. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Alright, that was our pumpkin harvest that brought that in. So, Ginger Island Farm is doing work. It's putting in work. Neutral. Alright, see, there's the +1 luck. That wasn't what I wanted to do. I just wanted to pet the dog. Love you, bud. Just wanted to pet the dog. Alright, so I think with that, I'm going to call this a night. Holy 8 row. That's 40,000 gold right there. Okay. So I'm going to call that a day for the streaming. This is our current field. What happens? Oh, you can edit it. I never knew that. I never knew that. Alright, well, you learn something new every day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for hanging out with me and chilling with me. I appreciate your company. And next stream, we're going to get an Iridium Luck Day, right? I'm confident. We're going to get an Iridium Luck Day, and we're going to go down to the Skull Cavern and come home with more materials than we know what to do with. Alright. So thank you for joining me, and have a great day.